Hello, boys and girls. I hope you're having an awesome day. I am filming this video on Monday, which is our Spirit Week this week, and Monday is Pajama Day. So right now I am in my pajamas, and I hope you guys are doing the Spirit Week with us, with all of your teachers, and sending in pictures of your spirit. Today we are going to be talking about short double O and long double O. So long and short, kind of like our vowels, we have long vowels and then we have short vowels. So that's going to be our spelling for this week. I want to share my screen and we're going to watch a short video that's going to give us a little intro on long double O and short double O. So I'm going to share my screen with you and let us listen to this video.
Hello and welcome to Little Learners. In today's video we are going to be looking at the digraph OO or U because we have a long and a short digraph. Now let's look at the long OO sound.
So for our O, this is going to be the long sound. And she's saying ooh, ooh. And it's long because we can hear how long it is. Ooh. It's long. It's not short. It's long. Ooh. Kind of like sometimes when someone gets in trouble, we can hear you guys say ooh. Or if something's really cool, you might say ooh in amazement.
OO. Zoo. Let's try that again. OO. Zoo. Good job. Let's try the next word. Ooh. Moon.
And in moon, we're stretching it. Ooh. It's making the ooh. Moon.
Let's sound it out again. Moon. Have you ever seen the moon in the sky?
Another one.
Food.
It's long again.
Ooh.
We're stretching those O's
Food.
to say
My favorite. Let's look at another word. Spoon. Let's try that again. Spoon. You use your spoon to eat your cereal. Let's look at the short.
Okay, so we just talked about the long ooh, right? When we see those two O's, they're making that long sound that says ooh, moon, spoon, food. We're really getting those O's and stretching them. Now it's going to be different with our short double O's. It's going to make a short sound, very short.
Wood.
So short, for short, it's just really short. We're not stretching it, it's short. You notice when I do my long O's, I'm going and it's for a longer amount of time. But with my short double O's, I'm going
Let's try that one more time. Wood. Good job. Let's try another word. Book.
Good. I'm not saying book, right? For this word, I have to make sure I'm saying it's short.
Shall we try that one more time? Book. Well done. I bet you can find some of these words in a book. Let's look at the last word. Foot. One more time, everyone. Foot. Well done. That concludes our oo or words for today's phonics. Don't forget to...
All right, so we have the long double O, which says, good, I heard some of you. It says ooh. We're stretching those O's. It's long. Ooh. Now, what if we have a short double O? What would that say? Good, I heard you're right, it's short. I'm not stretching it out to make that long sound. It's short. Okay, next what I'm going to show you is a PowerPoint. Now in this PowerPoint, we're going to go over some of our spelling words for this week. So what I need you to get, like always, so we make sure that we have our words with us for the activity at the end, I need you to get a piece of paper, marker, pencil, or you can get your whiteboard, whatever you have to write your words down so you can use them for our activity later. So let me share my screen and let's go to our PowerPoint. Okay, so we're spelling words with long double O and short double O. And we also have two sight words at the end. Okay, I'm going to click to the next slide. Now here's where you need to start writing our words. So this one has long double O words, the long O. So I have a picture right here of someone stretching out a piece of paper. So we know when we have our long double O words, we're stretching it out. It's not short, it's long. So let's start off with our first word. We have soon. Soon. Good. And say the sounds with me. We have a blend for our next one. Boo. Ooh. Balloon. Our next word we have sm. Another blend. Sm. Ooh. Smooth. Our next word we have t. Ooh. Tooth. Good. And nice job writing these words down. So go ahead and take a minute, or you can pause the video and start writing these words down because we want these words because we'll be using them for our activity later. So we have spoon, balloon, spoon, and ooh. Can you tell I am stretching those O's? That's not short. Those are our long double O words. Fantastic. And thank you for saying the sounds with me. Good job, first grade. Let us go to our short sound now. Okay, so we have our short double O words. Now, we want to be short. We don't want to be tall and long like this guy on these short words. We want to be tiny like this guy with the arrow right here. It's short. We're not stretching those O's. It's short and it makes the sound. So we have our first word. Hook. Good. We're not stretching those O's. It's short. Short. Like our little friend here. Short. Not long. Short. G. D. Good. W. D. Wood. And shook. Nice. Now, let me tell you about a little trick. When do we know when to use the short or long sound when we have our two O's? You'll know because most of the words ending with a K or a D like we have here is going to be the short double O sound. So you really have to pay attention as a reader, and as a writer, is my consonant after my two O's a K or a D? And most likely, if it is, you're going to need to do the short double O sound. So that's a little trick to help you. Now, if it doesn't end a K or a D, then that's when you're going to have to think about it to use the long double O sound. And sometimes you just have to read the word to see if it makes sense. So as a reader, we read the word. Does that make sense? We decide, and then if it doesn't, we might have to change some sounds around, or if it does make sense, then we are good to go and continue reading or writing. Okay, so good thing, writing these down, please. Excellent, excellent. Let's go through them one more time. Hook, hook, g, d, good, d, wood, shook, shook. Very nice. Okay, now we're going to move on to our sight words. We have 2 sight words this week, only 2 this week. We have the word does. Let's clap that out. D-O-E-S, does. And our next sight word this week is another. Let's go ahead and clap it out. A-N-O-T-H-E-R, another. That is a big first grade sight word. So you're going to have to make sure we practice that one because you're going to use that one a lot in 2nd grade. Very good job. Okay, so after we have these written down, great. Now what we're going to do next is I'm going to give you some words and I want you to write them on your paper or your board, whatever you have around. And we're going to see, is it going to be, we're going to read them off, is it the short or the long sound? Okay, so the first word I want you to write is hook. Hook. Let's write that. I'm going to write it down too. Okay, and when you're done, go ahead and show me on the camera. Okay, let me go ahead and show you my board. So we should have the word hook. Hook. Now, if you think this is our long double O sound, put your finger on your nose. But if you think this is the short sound, put your hand on your head. So short sound, hand on your head. Or if you think this is the long sound, finger on your nose. What do we think? I'm thinking this is the short sound. And let me tell you why. It's saying, oh. It's short. I'm not stretching it out for saying ooh. It's not a hook. It's a hook. And this little symbol, you might see it in some of your work. If you have this symbol, kind of looks like a smiley face or a half circle. This is telling me it's the short sound. Okay, short. Hook. It's really quick. I'm not stretching it out. So you're right. Some of you had your hand on your head. Excellent. It is the short sound. Let's do another one and see if it's long or the short sound. I want you to please write the word moon. The moon looks beautiful at night. Moon. Okay, and let's show each other. Ooh, awesome job. Moon. Same thing we did for our other activity. If it's short, put your hand on your head. If it's making the long sound, finger on your nose. So we have moon. What are we thinking? Short or long? I see lots of fingers on our noses. Yes, it is making a long sound. And it's making that long sound because I'm not saying, it's not short, it's not, it's moon. Good. And if it's a long sound, you might see this symbol, kind of like we had our special symbols for our vowels, long and short. You'll have your O's have that long line on top. That's telling us moon. Really good job, first grade. Okay, let's do one more together. I would like you to write the word wood, wood. I went to go get some wood outside, wood. Okay, and when you're done, go ahead and show me, and then I will show you mine. Very nice. So we have wood, wood. Okay, do we think it's short or long? I see. Good. I see lots of us are putting our hand on our head. It is a short sound. We're not saying wood. It's wood. Wood. What symbol would we put on top to show that this is the short sound? Would I have this symbol? No, right? I would have that symbol that looks like a little smiley face or a half circle. Good job. Okay, next what we're going to do is get into our sight words. For the sight word, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the sight word on my board, but I'm going to have some letters missing. Now you need to write the sight word on your paper and plug in those missing letters that I have, okay? So our first word, let me get it on here. Okay, this was one of our sight words. So go ahead and think about first, which sight word is this? And then after you know what it is, what letters am I missing? And I'll give you some time to think about it. What letters am I missing? I know I'm missing 2 letters. I have my 2 lines. Okay, what are we thinking? What is this word? Does. It is the word does. Good. So that means I remember in does we have an O and an E. So I need to put an O and an E. Does that say does? It doesn't even look right. Sometimes we just have to look at it and we can tell that is not spelled correctly. So let's switch these two and see how it looks now. How does it look? How does the word look now? Yeah, a lot better. And I can tell this is the word. What's this word? Oh, I can't hear you. Good. It's the word does. Okay, we have one more. Again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have some missing letters, and you need to figure out which letters are missing. Okay. Taking a look. What is this word? I know what it is now, and I think I know what letters are missing. I'm going to give you some time. What do we have missing? Okay, so go ahead and just tell me what's the first letter that I need. Good, I heard someone say an N. You're right. And what's the next letter I need? Oh, I can't hear you. Oh, an H. Wonderful. I need the letter H. And we have the word another. Very nice job. And thank you for doing this with me and helping me figure out what these words are. Okay, so let me show you. I'm going to show you an example of what you can do for your words this week. So you're going to need any kind of paper you have, colored paper, printer paper, whatever you have. And then you need, so I have my paper here, just printer paper. And then you're going to need something to write with, so something to write your words. I just used my marker. And then you're going to need some scissors, okay? So you only need 3 things for this one. Something to write with, some scissors, and a piece of paper. And please ask an adult if you can get some scissors, and make sure you're very careful with these scissors if you're walking around your house, okay? So what you're going to do is, I first wrote the word. You can write them big. I think you should be writing them big because we're going to be moving these letters around. And if you write them teeny tiny and cut them out, it's going to be really hard. You might lose them. So we don't want to lose them. So I wrote mine. It's a pretty good size. Now I'm going to first just cut the word out together. And then after I have the words cut out together, I'm going to cut out the letters individually, okay? This is just to help me because I don't want that big piece of paper. Okay, so what is this word? Soon. Good. Is this long or short sound? Long. Wow, good. Okay, next what you're going to do is cut out each letter in the word. Okay, and then you're going to have them all mixed up. And now what you need to do is put them in the correct order of how we spell them. So it's going to be a little difficult for me to show you, but I'm going to try my best. I'm using my whiteboard to work on. You can use a table. You can even do this outside. Okay, so I have them all mixed up. Now I need to put them back on how we spell them. So the first letter is S. So I'm going to put my S here. And then we have Ooh. So I need my two O's. Ooh. Now you have to make sure that your letter doesn't look like U, because would that make sense? No, we need it to look like letter N. So you would have the word soon. Soon. Good. Okay, and then you take these off, and then you go to the next word. The next word we have is hook. Now, I don't need to make the two O's again because I know I'll be using these two O's. So I'm going to go to the next word, which is hook. So I don't have an H or a K. So what I'm going to do is get my piece of paper and do the letters H and K. Okay. And then just like I did with the other ones, I'm just going to cut out these letters. And what word am I trying to make? Hook. Good. Okay, so in hook, I have my letters all up here in front of me. Now I need, what letter is that? H. So I have my letter H right here that I just made. Good, I need my two O's. Hook. And my K. And I have the word hook. Okay, so you're going to be doing those for all of your words and your two sight words, okay? Cutting them up, moving them around. You can have a sibling play with you. So maybe your sibling wants to mix them up and say, here, spell hook, and you spell it and your sibling checks it. Or you can have your sibling play and then you have to be the teacher and check how they spelt it and see if they did it in the correct order. So you can definitely play with somebody in your house with this game, and it's really fun. Okay, and with your activity, the same thing. Take pictures of you doing it and send them to your teachers so we can see how hard you're working in this spelling activity. And if you don't have scissors, you can always just rip them out or whatever you have at home, okay? I hope you enjoyed our little lesson on some phonics and spelling and talking about the long ooh and our short What does long double O say? Good. Ooh. And what does the short double O say? Very good job, first graders. All right. You have a wonderful rest of your day, and all of your teachers can't wait to see all of your work. Bye.